we just call this, and that's also, I don't know if that's inappropriate, to call this segment Midnight Hour. just our midnight ramblings of four deranged nerds.
ASG After Dark.
It is officially midnight, so it works.
Yes, it is.
But it's the next day. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, guys.
This is when we pull up the ASG logo and then play some like smooth jazz. Don't pre-order things.
No, you shouldn't.
No, it's bad.
You shouldn't
I concur.
I'm a terrible person and sometimes do it.
Well,
I'm very selective about what I'll pre-order.
We all make mistakes. Some people's mistakes are, they pre-order games. Some mistakes are, they think a hot dog is a sandwich, Each
oh God, do we want to have the argument? Do we want to have
very selective about my pre-orders.
I thought you were about to say you're very selective about your sandwich hot dogs.
What would you even classify a hot dog as?
A hot dog. It's its own qualification.
I've seen some people classify it as a kind of taco. That's a thing.
What?
Think about it.
I'd be more inclined to call it a taco a hot dog than I would call a hot dog a taco.
Okay, what's the logic? What's the logic behind this?
Because what's the definition of a hot dog?
A hot dog is
meat within
mystery meat.
Meat within bun with some toppings? No, meat within like bread.
To be fair, we
with some
refer
toppings.
to as just the meat as hot dog as well.
True.
That's true.
Not to mention there are a lot of tacos that don't have meat in them. Like there are vegetarian tacos.
Or hot dogs are in like a more bready.
So it's a chip is a type of bread. It's just hard. I admit I have some wild takes, but my explanation for these takes get
worse. A hot dog in a
worse.
stale bun is a taco?
Would it be any different than a flatbread sandwich?
We're onto something here, guys. We're onto something. We're like
at midnight.
we're like two pinpoints away. We're like 2 pinpoints away from like discovering like the Da Vinci Code or something. We're gonna
this
figure out who the Zodiac Killer is.
Like, this is either us transcending humanity itself, or 4 brain cells total, if that many.
No.
Bouncing around.
It's somehow 3.6 brain cells.
Yeah.
And none of them are in me at any point. Since this is like a behind the scenes After Dark special, I want to bring up the dumb conversations we have. My personal favorite is the conversation of Jesus being in Kingdom Hearts. Is my favorite one-off dumb bit we had. Because when you add, obviously Jesus, died for our sins, but in Kingdom Hearts lore, if you die, you have to add an X to his name. He becomes Suschix.
He becomes what? Sausages?
Suschix. And then I want to know what Jesus's Heartless is. The Heartless of Nazareth, if you will.
I believe they call that the Antichrist.
Anyway, since we were mentioning favorite ASG meeting friggin' moments, also that time that Dan tried to climb the heating units in our old
did not try, successfully did.
This is within the first 3 meetings, if we even got to a 3rd meeting when this happened, and I'm just
I wonder if I can climb that.
I was still getting used to you. I still barely knew who you were, and you're just climbing a heating pipe in the middle of the room.
Was this our very first meeting?
Might have been.
No, it wasn't our very first. It was one of our first. But let me say, I made an impression, all of a sudden putting myself 2 stories above the rest of you.
Well, yeah, it couldn't have been our first meeting because Maya wasn't around our very first. Oh, no, yes, she was. But, I just remember having never met Dan.
Maya's been here longer than Dan has.
Yeah, she has, because she emailed me when I was program director.
I remember being deathly afraid of you because you had power in your hands.
Look how far I've fallen. I'm one of the plebes now.
I didn't even realize what I was saying until it came out of my mouth.
I was so exhausted and mentally drained from having hosted a show an entire season, I just wept during show notes. I just wept.
We love to see it.
Am I hallucinating?
Hold on.
Is it so late that I'm hallucinating?
Hold on, can we talk about how well that's lit? Yeah, no,
Kingdom Hearts Jesus himself said, "Let there be light" on Mr. Obama.
By the way, we've been recording 15 minutes. We definitely have enough content here.
Yeah, we totally do. And whoever that was.
Him too. No,
Not that.
But that was an amazing segment. We'll be right back with D-Block. Who knows if that's the end? Who knows?
I don't know.
It probably won't.